Hey friends, it's Alan here. I just wanted to stop by on this Friday afternoon to share a few updates about some of the things that are happening this weekend and in the days ahead. We're looking forward to this Sunday, March 6th, which is the fourth Sunday in the season of Lent. We are on a journey with Jesus, walking closer toward Holy Week and closer to the cross and on to the celebration of Easter. So we are continuing with a worship series called Be Like Jesus. During this 6-week series, we're thinking deeply about what it means to kind of order our lives around the teachings and the example of Jesus. So we hope that you're planning to join us for worship either at 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock this Sunday morning. We're also going to be celebrating our community practices. You'll see on the wall behind me here, our community practices wall for 2016. And we're going to invite you, if you feel led to sign that poster, to sign the wall as a symbol of your commitment to God first and to the way of Jesus, and finally to the HopeGateWay community. So our community practices are prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness. We talked about them in worship this past Sunday, and we're going to be exploring more about them this week and inviting you to make a commitment by signing your name. That's kind of the closest that we get to membership at Hope Gateway. It's not a once and for the rest of your life kind of commitment that you make, but it's something that we do annually where we invite people to make commitments to these practices. We think that helps us grow in our faith and deeper in our service, and that commitment is an important aspect of discipleship. So that's this Sunday. Also on Sunday morning during worship, we're going to be receiving a special One Great Hour of Sharing Sunday offering. We join with United Methodists around the country in receiving an offering each year on the fourth Sunday of Lent to support the United Methodist Committee on Relief. That's one of our agencies. They work on our behalf in over 100 countries around the world almost all the time. Wherever there is a natural disaster or famine or violence or poverty, the United Methodist Committee on Relief, we call it UMCOR, is hard at work bringing hope and healing. And so on Sunday, we'll receive that special One Great Hour of Sharing Sunday offering, and 100% of whatever we receive in that basket will go to support the work of UMCOR. On Sunday evening, also March 6th, we're going to be gathering for a Taizé worship gathering. This is something we do 2 or 3 times each year. Our friends Shelley and Mike Roger will be visiting from Boston, and they're going to be leading. It's a very different style of worship than our Sunday morning gathering. Lots of candles, silence, prayer, and contemplative singing in the tradition of the community called Taizé in Taizé, France. So we hope that if that appeals to you, that you'll join us for worship also on Sunday evening. Now, there are 2 ways that you can help out with some of our projects to make a difference in the world. One of them is by bringing in vitamins. And so several weeks ago, we distributed a list of specific vitamins that are needed. These are going to be going with Chris Guido and other members of the Guatemala mission team when they go to Guatemala next month to bring health care and compassion to several remote villages in Guatemala. So there's a specific list of vitamins that are being requested. There's also a website, Guatemala Grace, where you can make a cash donation so they can buy vitamins in bulk with that. So bring your vitamins this week if you can, or pick up one of the little green flyers that have all the information to make a cash donation if you'd prefer to do that. Also, we're continuing to collect white athletic socks, unisex white athletic sock, new, not used. These are going to be given to the patrons at Preble Street Resource Center on Holy Thursday, which is coming up on March 24th. Sarah and I and several other pastors in Portland are going to be participating in a foot washing and the foot clinic at Preble Street, and everyone who comes to that will receive a new pair of socks. So you can bring in vitamins, you can bring in socks on Sunday. We look forward to that. Those are some of the things that are happening. There's a lot more going on as well in the days ahead. The last thing I wanted to just mention was the little act of witness that we were a part of yesterday, Thursday. As some of you know, One of the presidential candidates was in town for a rally and an event at the Westin Hotel right next door to our 185 High Street site. And so, kind of in line with my message this past Sunday, we put up some signs on a sandwich board and in our windows saying, "Jesus says, build bridges, not walls." If you were with us this past Sunday, you recognize that those are the words inspired by Pope Francis, thinking about what it means to be a follower of Jesus. Jesus says, build bridges, not walls. So we put those signs up, and they attracted quite a bit of attention. Also, we shared some pictures on Facebook where there was a lot of attention. Over 150 people liked the post. Over 60 people shared it on their own walls. And according to Facebook's number keeping, over 12,000 people saw that post. So we think that's good. It's not about publicity, but it is about sharing a message of love and compassion and justice and peace. You know, very often in worship we sing, "And God will delight when we are creators of justice, of joy, compassion, and peace." And that's what we want to be about. And so I just wanted to share that. Maybe you had a chance to see that on Facebook, or maybe you drove by our High Street site and saw the signs for yourself. But it's following Jesus means that we're always trying to think of ways to put our faith into action, to make a difference in the world, and to embody the love that we have received in God through Christ. So we look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and we look forward to all the things that we will experience together as we continue to do justice and love kindness and walk humbly with our God.